Fortnite Battle Royale play. As you can see on the screen, I am going to go into solo mode, and I've got 2 daily challenges which I'm knocking out simultaneously. One is to outlive opponents in solo mode, and one is to outlive opponents. One is 150 and one is 200. So we've already got 90 knocked out because last night I jumped into a game with my handy dandy pickaxe and landed right in the middle of the map, sat in a bush, and made it to the top 8 by just doing nothing. So I'm going to try that again. This time we're going to do it live. So this is not going to be a super exciting stream, but I am doing the Pickaxe challenge. So we're going to see how far we can get just by being as incognito as possible. We need to get, let's see, looks like, well, for the first one, 60. We need to outlive 60 folks, and then for the second one, 110 folks. So it's going to take at least 2 games if I can make it to 60 in the first game. Well, maybe 3. I'm going to have to do the math right, but I can't predict exactly how many I can get. But I did outlive, what is it, 90? Yesterday, so if I can get that much this time, if I can make it to the top 10, then we'll be close to that 90 mark. And then that second game will be a breeze. So, like I said, we're going to be doing the Pickaxe challenge. If for some reason I happen to just run across some decent loot, I'll decide then whether I'm going to take it or not. But what we're going to do is we're going to go right to the middle of the map, which is right here on my mark. And we're going to just camp. We're going to camp right on the highest point of that hill, right there above my head. And we're just going to hopefully outlive everyone. Oh, I may be too low. Come on. It's going to be close. Yeah, we got it. Unless I glitch out. So, alright, now what we're gonna make sure is nobody's coming here with me. So we got just this nice huge little bush right here, and unfortunately with the pickaxe out, you are a little bit more visible, so we need a big shrubbery. A shrub, a hedge is what I was trying to think of, to conceal us. And so we're just going to sit and have a good time hiding in this bush. And we'll see how far we can go. If I'm not mistaken, I think we started off with about 96 people. So we'll say 95 to be safe. And so we're down to almost 20 outlived. And so we'll make our goal for this round 50 or 60 if we can get into the top 50 or the top 40. Actually, it'll be the top 40 or the top 35-ish, since we started with 95. But as you can see by the kill feed, folks are dropping left and right. The circle is probably going to make us move. But we were just playing some RNG here with the circle and hoping that it stays on this place right here. The odds that somebody comes up to the top of this hill are, I don't know, maybe about 50%, you know, because some folks like to get up and take the high ground. But because of where the circle is, now it looks like folks will be moving more towards, more towards this area over here, these hills, this high ground. But we'll see. We may have a lot of folks coming from this east side, filtering right here in Salty Springs by the lake. Try not to move too much, even just to look around, because you never know who's looking at you. And now we're getting into the golden hour, which is one of my favorite times in game to look at the sky and to look at the scenery, but it's also one of my least favorite times to play. All right, there we go. We've got somebody down at the depot. It's one of my least favorite times to play because it's really hard to see, and as you move into the nighttime, the lighting changes, and it does get a little bit harder to see. So there are... Yeah, I was going to say, there looks like more than one person down there. Somebody just got shotgunned. We did make it into the top 50 just by sitting in a bush. And we've got 40 seconds or so till the circle starts to close. And then we've got, what, 2 minutes? Is it 2 minutes? As the circle closes to this point. So we have a lot of time to watch the numbers drop. And so we're just kind of watching this person there. You can see them to my 30. They're heading around the north side. So here's somebody else coming into Dusty, right at my northeast marker. So like I said, we should have folks kind of filtering in from Tomato Town, from the prison way over there, Salty Springs. Oh, so we got 3 minutes to sit here until we have to move. So again, I'm saying maybe we can get into even the top 20 just by sitting here doing nothing. Now, you may be wondering why I'm approaching it this way. Well, the honest truth is I'm just having fun. I'm trying to see how far I can get without ever picking up a weapon or any loot. And the truth of the matter is there's no way that I can win this game unless, you know, as I make it to the top 20 or so, that I actually... Oh, there's 2 folks down there. Somebody just got wrecked. They're fighting. Okay, so that's close. Somebody probably is sitting high. Now this is the time, again, where unfortunately I can't do anything. It would be cool if we had a melee option, like a knife or something that you could stealth kill people, but you know, the only stealthy thing about this game is doing pretty much what I'm doing now, is just staying hidden. There are no real stealth kills other than maybe, say, you know, snipe kills from far off. And I see this person here at my 75 there. They're right above the marker behind that blade of grass. Looks like they're getting ready to engage the person that was at the truck there, right at the top of the screen. It's hard to see. Are they in circle? They may actually be in circle. Yeah. So we still have folks that will be behind us. Somebody's right down below us there, firing. I'm still going to just stay concealed here. All right, we made it to the top 30. So we got an airdrop coming in. There it is. Be cool if an airdrop just landed right next to me. That would be sweet. Ooh. Somebody's doing a little bit of a dance to celebrate their victory. Alright, so now we've got... Okay, so... Sounds like somebody's coming up here, so this may be the end of us. We're just going to sit still right here. We may die. Trying not to move to give away my position. Oh, here they come. Just be very quiet. I don't want to move because I don't want to make a noise. They're literally right next to me. Woo! Oh, I am so surprised that they did not. Should I try to kill them? They probably have full shield. This is crazy. So they're probably like, what in the world? So that's what happens when you push the wrong button. I pushed down to try to get out of my map. I don't know why. I'm on PlayStation. So that person was probably like, what? But anyways, okay. Very nice. That was a good attempt. Looks like we made it to about the top 20. 25. I didn't see the actual number. But we got that first one. We got 150. Gonna go ahead and collect the rewards for that. And it looks like we have 36 more to outlive, and we'll get that in this next game pretty easily if we do the same thing. I probably could have made it a lot farther had I not pushed the wrong button. I pushed on the PS4 controller, the down on the D-pad is to do the dance. And so yeah. Like I always say, I am probably one of the world's most mediocre players, and that's an example of of me pushing the wrong button. Good times, good times. But let's do it again. The least interesting gameplay in the world. Yep. Yep. All right, about to get in game. We're going to try it again. Just had a little bit of an unfortunate, same place. We're going to go. Little unfortunate wrong button pushage. That's I should probably stay away from that word. All right. Let's do it again. So we're shooting for the middle of the map because, you know, when the big circles hit, it's just fairly easy to see, you know, where everything's going to be, and the odds of, you know, being in that first circle at the beginning are very, very great if you're right in the middle of the map. All right. Alright, so the only danger of this particular landing spot is if somebody knows that you've come up here, you know, I have nothing to deal with them with. So there were a couple of people just right around the edge of where I was. Now, if they're decent players, they'll know there's nothing up here. There's no resources. There's no chests. So they'll head, you know, elsewhere. They'll be heading, you know, if some folks landed here. There's little houses kind of in the perimeter here, dusty, salty. They'll actually head elsewhere. But So this circle is almost the same as the circle we got in the last game. This was a little farther inland. So we're going to just chill here for a little bit and watch what happens at Dusty. See if anybody is getting wrecked down there. I still can't believe I pushed the dance button. That person, you could tell they were confused for a second because they were like, what? Then they finally just shot me. And then they came over to get my loot, and there was none. They were probably like, what in the world is this person doing? So you can see we're going to get that daily elimination, the daily challenge, which is not an elimination challenge, but we're going to get that daily challenge really easily. We're into the top 60 already, heading down into the 50s. I needed 36, and so I think we started, with 95. We'll just say 90 for good measure. If we started at 90, now we're down to, well, we've already passed that number, yeah. So 50 will be 40. So we have achieved the goal, which is great. So I think we should kick it up a notch, and we'll actually play for the win, but still with only a pickaxe. One man, woman, because of the skin that I'm using. All right, so there's somebody farming some trees down there. Good plan, good plan. Last night I was doing the same thing, and I made it all the way to the top 10, and then I got killed at I think I was either 9th or 8th place. I can't remember specifically. I did video. I recorded it, so I can go back and look. But anyways, it's definitely in the top 10, and I was sitting. I started here and I moved maybe twice, but I moved, far enough. I had to move to stay in circle. And no meds, no shield, no weapons, no loot. None of that. So somebody just got killed over there. And I was sitting pretty where I was. I did need to move eventually, but I decided to move early to try to get into circle in the top 10, and I began to move, and there was somebody who had just kind of come into my area right as I was moving. And of course, I'm no match for somebody that's been playing all game, that's been looting and killing folks and farming, and so they obviously easily got the kill and dashed my hopes of making it into the top 5. But we're going to shoot for that again. Since we've already gotten the daily challenge outlive opponent's goal taken care of, we'll just see how far that we can get. And so if you've ever watched my stuff before, whether you're watching live or you're watching, the replay of this live stream, I do a lot of highlight and gameplay videos. Most of my gameplay videos are full game yet condensed, so I edit them and do a little commentary and talk about the game. I am the proud owner of the label of being a very, very mediocre player, so I'm not a rager. I am not a pro elite level gamer. Right now on this account, I do play on multiple accounts, but on this account I have 5 wins in solo, 0 wins in duo, and 2 wins in squads. And both of those squad wins were without a squad, so I actually did them solo, which was phenomenally mind-blowing to me that I could actually win as a solo player in squads. I see folks that I admire and watch, like Rhino Crunch and Dakotas, and those guys will attempt the solo squad challenge and do it, and they'll kill folks and have 20 kills in the game. And the first match, the first win that I got, I had 0 kills. I was just trying to be sneaky, and that I was actually doing a daily challenge, which at that point was outlive 150 opponents in squad mode. And since I don't have a lot of folks that I play with at this juncture, I decided to try it solo, and so it was my second attempt. I had gotten killed pretty early my first attempt, but my second attempt, and I made it all the way to the end game without ever firing a shot, and then somehow, some way, I wish I could spectate, the top 5, but somehow, some way, the last person died in the storm, and so it left me just all by myself without ever having really seen anybody or fired a shot. So I got that squad win I got that solo win, but in squads. And then the second attempt, I was doing the same thing, and I actually played very strongly and had, a handful of kills and killed a 2-man squad at the end to take the win, and very proud of that one. That actually I, captured and condensed, and it's up on the channel. So I talk about the win there. All right, so somebody just died down there. What am I hearing? So I'm guessing that folks are going to be coming up the hill. What I'm going to do is take this opportunity just to move a little bit here. Pretty exposed here with my pickaxe hanging all out. But what we're going to do is just take this time to try and find a sneaky little hiding place. And here you can see somebody. Probably going to get wrecked, but I'm close to the top 20. We're going to just get in circle, and problem is the bush tactic, depending on what kind of bush you get in, with this big old pickaxe sticking out, this will be a little bit better. It has to be tall enough to cover up your head in the pickaxe so people can't see. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to hang out here and hope nobody sees us. It's fairly covered. Her lovely auburn hair is pretty visible. But anyways, I am slowly but surely becoming terribly mediocre to becoming decently mediocre. And things like this are fun to me. I get a little bit more frustrated when I try to play head-to-head and try to get a lot of kills. This may be the end, folks. See this person coming with a shotgun. Hopefully they'll just run on by. Looks like they're going to. Ooh, they're going up the mountain. Now, the odds of them seeing me right now are very great. Woo! That was close. So we did make it into the top 20. Ooh, somebody's sniping from somewhere. So another tactic that I can use if I need to. I heard footsteps, but it was actually my son running down the hallway. Real life footsteps, not game footsteps. Is when everybody begins to move to the next circle, we'll probably see several people got killed right over there, and so there'll probably be a couple of guns laying around that I could grab if I want to. Now, I'm thinking about still trying to do this without a gun to see if I can sneak my way into the top. Well, top 10 shouldn't be that difficult if I can just hold out for just a few more seconds. More minutes. See, the circle hasn't started moving. Oh, yeah. Yes, it has. Oh, crap, I did it again. Thankfully, this time nobody was standing right next to me. So on the D-pad, up is to look at the map, and down is to dance. And for some reason today, I keep pushing. Okay, here we go, here we go. Ooh, they just ran by me. We're gonna let them fight it out. Oh, man, I am in the thick of it up here. Got a long way to run. We're just gonna hold. And we'll move late. The only way to... It's gonna hurt. I'm gonna have to take health damage. Because I can't run, you know, just out in the open. I don't know why this person is building here. Man, I wish there was a way to stealth sneak up on people. Alright, so I know that there's probably 2 or 3, maybe 1 or 2 folks for sure that'll be a problem headed this way. So what I'm gonna do... Whew, so there's a sniper somewhere close. I don't know how close that is. So I'm gonna head, instead of headed straight down the mountain, I'm gonna head over this way. Alright. But we've gotta go. I don't know where that person is. I think they're... We've gotta get... I didn't make it to the top 10. Let's see. Gotta play. Do I want a gun? Do I want a gun? No. I don't know where that person is. Try not to get too far ahead of the... Oh no, I just disconnected. Well, that stinks. So one of the other frustrating things about gameplay for me on this, and I can't seem to pinpoint the problem, is what I call the spinning disconnect of doom. And so as you can see, I can't move. I can only spin, look around. I can't crouch, and then I get this lost connection to the host screen. The other day I played with some of my settings, my port forwarding. Yeah, I was afraid that was going to happen too. So it didn't credit me for that match because I disconnected from the host, which is really frustrating. Really frustrating. To do all that hard work of sitting in a bush all the way almost to the top 10 and then to not get credit for it. Alright, we'll give it one more shot. If it disconnects again, then we'll call it a day. But, you know, when I'm playing by myself, it's not that big of a deal unless I'm like in the top 2, which has happened before. I made it to the top 2, just kind of waited it out and killed a few people along the way, and then killed the top 3rd person, if you will. I killed them and they were 3rd place, and so that meant I was in the top 2. I went up, picked up their loot. It was awesome. I got I think they had a legendary rocket launcher. Picked it up. The person that I was going head to head with was trenched in a nice little base, but I had their number because I had this rocket launcher. Fired off a few shots and then went to pick up another loot pile. There was some rockets that I needed, and I got the spinning wheel, the spinning disconnect, and they got the win. Of course, I couldn't see it because I was disconnected. Alright, so we're going to do the same thing. right in the middle of the map. Right below us almost. Where is it? There it is. We need to outlive 36 people to get that daily challenge knocked out. We did so, and some, in the last match. But unfortunately, I lost connection to the host. And it did not give me credit for those. So that is very frustrating because, you know, what I had decided to do was to go ahead and try to see if I could get in the top 10. And we were so close to doing it. And then got that disconnect. Sometimes when that happens, I will get credit. I think what I'll do this time is we'll count from 90 since I can't remember how many folks started the game. But we'll get that get down to 50, and then we'll go ahead and just exit the match early, just so I can get credit for that. Which kind of stinks because I want to go for that all the way, but I can't tell if I'm going to disconnect or not. It doesn't happen a lot, but sometimes, I mean, I have no data really, but sometimes it seems like when it happens in one match, it then happens in another match, you know, like back to back. So we'll see. We're watching all these folks down there at Dusty kind of eliminate each other. There's at least 2 left. One guy's going into the middle building, and one guy's out past the orange building. So I lost eyes on him. Lost visual. Oh, there they are. Okay. Hard to tell who was who there. I don't know if that was a second or third guy even, because I feel like I saw one guy go into this building. Unless he came up. There he is, yep. We'll never know who killed who. Alright, so we're trying to get into the top 50, which is going to be in about 10 more kills. And then we're going to exit the match. Which stinks, but I want to go ahead and knock out that daily challenge. I don't know what it is about, some people don't care about the daily challenges. I like stuff like that. It gives me, you know, a sense of task fulfillment. It is one thing that I think every game player of whatever level can do, regardless of their skill. So, you know, I don't make it as the last person standing all that often. I mean, I get wins, and I get enough to keep me wanting to come back and play more. But, you know, those little daily tasks and daily challenges are a fun way to also have a sense of accomplishment when things aren't going quite as well. All right, we're 2 away. We've already hit the goal, but I just wanted to get 50 just to be sure. 51. This person. And there's 50. They're just looting up a storm. Another thing I can do is just, let's see if I can get somebody to kill me. Let's see if he comes up here. Ooh, took a little hit damage there. Where did this guy go? Oh, there he goes. Hey, nobody wants to have an easy kill. Oh, there he is, there he is. Where's he going? Nobody else. folks fighting out there. That guy's he's worrying about loot. Which, we'll use this as a teachable moment. So just know that if there are high cliffs around you, that there could be somebody just perched up there about to snipe you. So just be aware. If I had a sniper, I definitely would take a few shots. Now, there's no guarantee that I would actually connect because I'm not that great in this game. I like sniping in Battlefield 1, one of my favorite games. If I disconnect again, this will be all for naught. But let's see where these folks over here went. There's somebody over there still. I did lose eyes on this guy over here, so no clue where he went. Where is the circle? Yeah, the circle's coming back towards me, so I thought he would be coming this way. Alright, here's somebody up here. Hey, hey, look at me. Look at me. Hey, hey. He's just looting. Everybody's going away from me. Come here! Man. I probably need to utilize this strategy more often. Like, when you want to get killed, you don't. Hello. Oh. I think he must either see that guy over there or something. Because, no, he's just looting away. I mean, mining, farming, whatever you call it in this game. Oh, speaking of that, the other day I was playing Battlefield 1, and I think I was on the Amiens map, and Amiens, and I kept trying to build up to the top of the map. All right, so I've lost the chance to be killed by those guys. Thanks a lot, jerks. All right, where are we? All right, I gotta quit. If I don't quit, I may disconnect. So let's go ahead and do that. One more good dance. Let's see if anybody sees me. Top 25 for sure. By just standing on top of a mountain and hiding in a bush, and then from what? The last 25 have been me just up here dancing. Come on, snipe me. I know you see me. Come on. No, they're not looking at me. Ah, good. All right, there's somebody there. Hey. Wonder how far away you can hear the dance music. That person is just running. Should I just run and try to pickaxe somebody? Yeah. Oh yeah. Now that I have 2 health points, I totally should. I'm gonna die either way. The real question is, where did that person go? Probably in a bush. Like me. What? All right, we got it. We got it. We got it. We got it. Just to make sure, we're going to go ahead and exit the match. What? I don't understand. So very odd. I don't understand why it's not crediting me. Oh well. I outlived. Was like 80 something that last round? Come on, man. I did hit level 40 though, so that's pretty cool. Woohoo! Alright, so I don't know what's up. This has been the second time that I didn't get credit for the outlive opponent still. Last match, before this last one, I disconnected and had plenty of opponents outlived. And then this past match, I actually left the match early. I wonder if that... I don't know anything. Alright, let's try one more time and then die instead of leaving the match early. Maybe that's the reason. Jeez. If that's the reason, that kind of stinks. I mean, like, what if I need to go check the mail or put a pot of tea on? Sometimes you just need to leave the match early. You should still get credit for what you did in that match. Alright, we're going to try it again. Same thing, pickaxe challenge. This time I am going to get my 36 and then try to get somebody to end us. So right now we've got 99, so that means I need to get down to 63. We'll just say 60 for good measure. We're going to go to the same place. I enjoy that. It's a good vantage point. We're pretty much just going to go straight down this time. Almost straight down, not quite. But we don't want to get too low. Because then we'll miss the LZ. Try to be a little sneaky here. We got a bunch of folks going in. We'll just kind of use this tree. Hopefully folks will think I've gone to the other side. Okay, there is somebody there. And alright, so either they're going to come looking for me. Again, if they know the top of the mountain, they know that there's nothing up here. So hopefully they'll just let me be. Or I will have to just melee them. Alright, there is somebody. Ooh. Somebody came close to landing up here. Let's see. Lots of action down there at the depot. Which I never land at the depot. Like when I'm actually trying to play to get loot and farm. My favorite places are... Let's see if we can see them on the map here. So, let's see. Yeah. Okay, so it's really hard to see right now, but right above my SE, there's a tower. Let's see if I bring the Yeah, it doesn't come into focus very well. But there's a tower right below the SE. And there's a cliff right there, running right there. And there's a little farm here. And then right behind there, there's a ruined house. And then up on this hill, there's a ruined house. And then if you go on back here, that's where the dirt track is. And I like to come land on this little cliff here, loot the barn, maybe the tower if there's anything in there. There's a little hut right down the hill. There's a ruined house, and then the bike track. And so usually if nobody's out there, you can get chest in the barn, chest in the ruined house, chest in the ruined house, chest in the house by the track, and possibly 2 chests back by the dirt track. And so if somebody does land back there at the dirt track, they usually come back this way to the house. And so about the time that you're at this house, you can have a little battle and take them out. And I win some and I lose some, but it's usually a good way to get the loot that's from the dirt track is somebody landing back there, and then you kill them and take all the good loot. So, but if not, then you just keep going. You can go back there and spend a little bit of time. But all right, so we made our goal, and now it's just time to let's see if we can draw some attention to ourselves again. There is some structures being built, or that have been built up there. Let's see if we got anybody lingering. Looks like they went ahead and left. We're going to go over here towards Dusty again and see if we can get anybody to put us out of our misery. Since leaving the match didn't work. Alright, there's somebody at the little brick hut right there. I did see one person over at Dusty. That's too far to run. I don't know what just happened. I just fell. Like a lag glitch. Alright, so I know there was somebody at the containers right here. So we're just going to run over here and see if we can get them to kill us. Yeah, they are. So we're just being silly now. Gonna see if we can get up close to him and do some troll dancing. Yeah, here we go. What? What are you doing? Are you kidding me? That was awesome. What were they doing? I almost killed him. That would have been amazing. You did get killed by me. Indirectly. Oh, poor guy. They must have, like, I don't know. Why would you... That just doesn't make any sense. That would have been epic had I gotten the kill. Oh, sweet. Alright, so we placed 47th that time. Obviously tanking on purpose, kind of like my beloved Atlanta Hawks, who have a pretty good roster. Obviously, there we go. So, looks like my suspicion was confirmed. If you leave the match early, you don't get credit. So, anyways, the family's home now, and we're going to call it a day. We got those daily challenges knocked out, so appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video.